Hello, Starseeds! Welcome to the show. Welcome to ET Contact. I am Sway. Now, wouldn't that be annoying as heck if I did that? If I did that as an intro every time, that would be annoying because that's not me. That is not me. That's not my mannerisms, my attitude. I'm not a bubbly person per se. So for me to do that and be like, "Hello, Starseeds, welcome to the show," blah, blah, and all of that. Yeah, that I'm sure would be annoying. So for anybody that's been watching for a while, what's up? Welcome to the show. How are you? Of course, I am. I'm Sway. All right. So what can I talk about today? Last video I did, I talked about something, and I mentioned Natasha and Stina. I mentioned CW, and yeah, I got a really cool response from Stina. Girl, thank you. You know, and I just what am I gonna talk about today? Really, what am I gonna talk about today? And as always, I apologize for the fan in the background. But what am I gonna talk about today? What is it that I need to talk about today? All right, so a lot of interesting things have been happening. In the in our community. As we all know, there's a bunch of people who are trolling channels and Facebook groups and just starting BS. I'm actually one of the moderators in a Facebook group that I'm in, and we're really protective. We're really protective. The group was started by our brother David. Um, I don't know if he wants me to say his full name, but David. Um, he was actually featured on Natasha's channel. They did a live interview Q&A thing, and this was before he started the group. But I'll link that. I'll link that video in the description box below. Again, I'm promoting. Even though I have a small group watching my videos, but I'm definitely promoting Natasha. Again, there's going to be a link to Stina's, a link to CW. Why not? Why not, right? And of course, I will be also putting links down to Miles B, as well as Linwood, Digging for Lost Freedom, in the description box below. All right, so one of the things, and it's funny, when I first met David, and I'm hoping to bring him on this channel soon. I know he's been really busy with a lot of different things going on. So as soon as he has the time, we'll do like a Skype interview type thing. But we first met in an Ascension Facebook group, um, and I will be talking about the Ascension events and stuff like that, later on in other shows. But I met him there, and we hit it off quick. We just clicked. We hit it off pretty fast. And some then he was telling me about Natasha's him being on Natasha's channel, Natasha Hynes' channel, and I caught that, and and again, I can't, even though we've only had a few interactions through Facebook and the Facebook DMs and a couple of through on her channel, on the comments section, but I just can't say enough positive things about her. She's just really, really awesome. And even though we don't know each other like personally like that, but I know she's just an awesome person all around. And it's the same thing. I'm gonna say the same thing about Stina, even though we haven't really had much interaction other than a couple comments on her videos and a couple emails because just to get in contact and what have you. Just in my own experiences and watching her videos and just I mean she's awesome. Same thing with C Dubs. C Dubs, what's up? I actually it's funny because um, and my interaction with C Dub has always been through Twitter. My Twitter is at Rev Mercado, so if anybody wants to follow me there, that's cool too. Um, Now here's the thing, okay? Here's I'm gonna get I'll probably be all over the place today, just try But here's the thing, with everything going on in our community, okay? Everything going on in our community, you have infiltrators starting BS, disinformation, misinformation, a lot of people trying to lead newcomers astray. That's you name it, it's happening. And that's happening in our community. And I guess I'll talk about it at some point. But truth is, and then actually, I just got a quick message. So please forgive me while I read this real quick. And this is from Linwood from Digging Lost Freedom. Again, his channel will be in the description box below. Okay. So where was I? Oh, yes. All right. So here's the thing, okay? And I'm sure many of you will know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about because I'm not going to name any names here. I named the name last time. Whoop-de-doo. Okay? But here's the thing, okay? One thing about me, I've always been skeptical. Even, if you saw my intro video, the first actual video that I recorded, how I talk about me being in ministry, Christian ministry and what have. Now here's the thing. I've always been a skeptical person about everything, even within my own experiences. I know what I've experienced. I know what I've seen. I know what I felt, but I've always been skeptical. And in my journey of looking for the truth and finding out and all of that stuff, I I have a way, for me personally, and where how I search for answers and stuff like that. Like I said, if somebody's talking about their experiences, of what they've been through, like I said in the last, I'm nobody to judge. I'm not gonna necessarily take it at face value, but at the same time, I'm not going to say, "Oh, you're lying," because I wasn't there. I was not there. I was not there, and just like you weren't there during my experiences of what I went through in dealing with what we deal with. So I try to keep a healthy skepticism, to really do research, to really, even within my, and here's the thing, I still consider myself a Christian. I still consider myself a Christian. I still am a Christian. I just believe that I have a better understanding of certain things than most Christians. Um, and that's just how I feel. Um, Especially with everything that I've been through. Not just in the spiritual, but dealing with ET contacts and things like that. So I'm very I have a healthy skepticism towards everything. I'm not going to try to push anybody into believing what I believe. That's not my eternal job and journey is to love another person, to make a deep connection with another person, to love them regardless of what. Now, if they see something in me that they want to know, they are free to ask me questions, and I will talk about my belief in God and so on and so forth. And if they make that choice for themselves to believe what I believe, great. If they don't, great. This is not a this is not something where I'm going to force my will upon somebody else. I'm not going to do that. Other than that, my friends who know me, I have, I know a lot of people of many different beliefs, many different backgrounds, many different lifestyles, many whatever. I love them all the same. So I have a healthy skepticism. Now here's the thing, and when I'm, in my videos that I'm doing now here, mind you, I have two channels. I have one channel for where I do my comedy skits and just random videos that I put together with, for comedy, this, that, and the other. And I will put that link in the description in case you want to see any of that stuff. And I have this. This is my more serious channel where I can talk about this. Now, if any of my videos here, or even in my comedy channel, if there's a skeptic, someone who doesn't agree with me necessarily, and they want to have a conversation, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I will have a discussion, and even if at the end of the day we have to agree to disagree, but still have that respect for each other as people, that's fine too. Now, if there's gonna be a troll, like I was talking about in the last video, if there's gonna be a troll and where they're just trying to start some BS, some bullshit, I don't touch it. On my channel, I don't touch it. Sure, if anything, I'll ban them on my channel. I don't know, whatever. Don't matter to me. If they want to start making videos and start talking junk about me, feel free. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm not going to touch it. Now, again, let me repeat that. If someone, doesn't necessarily agree with me and they want to have a discussion, and even if at the end of the day we agree to disagree and still have that respect for each other as people, I'm all for it. If they just want to start some BS, then they're on their own. Period. Now, here's the thing. There are other people in our community who are bigger names, and I'm sure a lot of you can think of these bigger names, that if you have a skepticism, that, if you don't necessarily agree with them or what have you, their first reaction is to call you names. And we're not talking about the trolls. We're not talking about the trolls, just trying to start BS. I'm talking about just people really looking for truth, who may not agree, it may not resonate with them, and they just want to ask questions or whatever. The first thing that these people do, they'll start calling them names, such as shills. Not once have I seen certain names really have a discussion with someone who didn't agree with them. And again, I'm going to talk about CW real quick. I like the guy. I love the guy. I love CW. CW, you're awesome, brother. You're awesome, man. Excuse me. CW, you're awesome, bro. I love your channel. Because he makes me, and like I said before in the previous video, I don't always necessarily agree with the guy, and that's fine. I don't always necessarily agree with the guy, and that's totally fine. We can have a difference of opinions and beliefs and what have you, and that is totally fine. But you're not going to see me up here and on Twitter and what have you, and no. Why? Because just because I don't agree with him, it just means I don't agree with him. Period. Now, and this was even before Doxgate, which is what, you know, this was even before the Doxgate stuff, and where CW, he would, and and anybody that watches CW, I love you, and uh, where and he admits it himself, where he would go on this rant, on this tirade of something, but he recognizes the the special soul that somebody is, even though if he doesn't agree with them. Now, I agree with him when he on one of his videos. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before, where he says that in this community, if something is happening, somebody is doing something wrong, and I think we all know what I'm talking about. We need to be able to call them out on it. Just like in life, in everyday life, right? If someone, okay, and I hate to say it this way, but I guess for the lack of better words or what have you, if somebody commits a crime, they have to be called out. It needs to be dealt with. Now, and again, this was before Doxgate stuff and whatever. How many times has CW has invited many names on his channel to just have a discussion and debate? Now, CW has admitted himself about, he goes on a rant on a tirade, what have you, right? And actually, I love those. Not just his impersonations and all that, but it's I just the guy. He's just I don't know him personally. I don't, but I love the guy. I love the guy, and I love his channel, whatever he's talking about, even if it doesn't resonate with me or whatever. But I just I love the guy. So my thing is, I've never seen them accept an offer. And it's not even CW. There's other channels that have invited them over to have a discussion about what they were talking about. Now, I don't have any connection to Joe from the Carolinas other than CW, and those two are friends. I've never spoken with Joe from the Carolinas. I've never met, just like I never met CW in person. Right? I never met. I don't know, but I see his channel as well when he puts things up. And even he himself has invited, he's invited people to go on his channel to just have a discussion. Now, whether somebody accepts the invite to have that discussion, that's upon them. But they can't say, those people, they cannot say that no one has ever extended an olive branch of understanding or communication. And it's one of those things where when the olive branch has been extended to communicate, and they don't take it, and the first thing they want to do, they want to start name calling and this, that, and the other, I have something against that. Again, that's not love and light. Period. wow, this video has gone to a whole different direction than what I originally wanted to start it with. But that's okay. I'll go with it. I'll go with it. All right. So, excuse me. But if anybody doesn't agree with anything I say, that is totally fine. If you want to have a discussion, I am more than willing to have a discussion, whether it be through an email or like a video chat, even a phone conversation. Now, people that really know me know that I'm more introverted than. See, on the videos, I can really let loose, and whether it's my skit videos or when I'm here, I let loose because it's just me and the camera. I'm really more introverted than what I put on. But if anybody doesn't agree with me, that's fine. You don't have to agree with me. If it doesn't resonate with you, fine. It doesn't resonate with you. That is okay. That is totally fine. If you want to have a discussion, I'm more than willing to have a discussion. It's that simple. All right, so my brother, my friend David, and Linwood, and we have this kind of weird bond as far as certain things. See, as I said in my intro video, I don't do tarot cards. I don't do pendulums. I don't do my thing with me within my gifts that I've been given, and is telepathic and feeling energies. But David, I want to say this about a couple months ago. He says, "Hey, talk to Linwood and ask him to ask Walter which density you're from. As a starseed and all of that." And I'm like, okay. I thought that was a cool thing, just add, to add. But I didn't ask Linwood until just recently. Okay, I didn't ask Linwood until recently, and so the other day, I think it was just yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, last night. I go, I write to Linwood. I'm like, hey, Lin, what up, brother? How you doing? Da da da. We always talk to we talk to each other. And I said, hey, a while back, David asked me to ask you to ask Walter to find out what density I'm from. Right? And he says, okay, I'll ask him a little bit, whatever. So he gets back to me. Walter tells Linwood that I'm from the 5th density. Now, originally, when I wanted to talk about this, all right, if you think about this, anybody following what's going on in our community with certain names and certain blue flying creatures. Okay. Apparently, the blue avians, and I'm going back to, hold on. Okay. The blue avians are apparently from the 5th density. Okay. Cool. Mind you, this is in the beginning of me starting to listen to this person, this gentleman, talking about his experiences. So, okay. Cool. So I found out today I'm from the 5th density. Okay. Great. Does that mean I'm a blue avian? I mean, I'm wearing blue today. I decided to wear blue for the joke, but think about it. Am I a blue avian? in a human body. I'm just joshing with you. I'm just messing with each and every one of you. Truth be told, here's one thing about me, and I know, I know with my experiences, I know with certain information that has been downloaded into me and other, just through everything that I've been through, I know certain things about myself. My search in the truth has never been about finding out if I'm a starseed or if I'm just a human soul or what have you. My search in the truth has always been about making a connection, whether it be with spiritual ETs, other human beings. It doesn't matter. My If I can make a true heart-to-heart connection with the heart chakras, as some will say it, that's been my main goal. My main goal. Yes, I do have a lot of knowledge about different things and so on and so forth, but my main goal has always been about making a true heart-to-heart connection. And okay, do I know? Here's the questions that I've been asked a few times. Do the blue avians exist? Excuse me. Kind of. Do the blue avians exist? I have absolutely no freaking clue if they do or if they don't. I've never met one. I've never seen one. Whether it be in dreams, visions, or I've never met one, never seen one. I can't tell you that. You have a lot of channelers. See, I don't consider myself a channeler, even though I have a telepathic contact with what I call my spirit guides and ET team and stuff like that. But I'm not a channeler, not by any means. But there's a lot of channelers out there, and I'm skeptical about channelers too. But I'll get into that another day, I guess. But okay, I've never met a blue avian. Never experienced an energy of a blue avian. I don't know. I cannot answer that for you. I don't know if they actually do exist or if they don't. I'm not going to talk about the blue avians because I have no freaking clue. And there are plenty of channels that will get into blue avians and what have you, and you can look for them and whatever. You believe what you want to believe. Okay? I don't know if they exist or not. In my own experience, I've never seen one. I've seen others. And I will get into that in another video, but I've seen others. I know they're around. But do I know if a blue avian exists? I don't know. So I'm not going to talk about that. Now, because of my skepticism on it, even though with my own experience I still have a healthy skepticism, like I was saying, there will be a lot of negative people that will probably attack me at some point. They would say, because I somewhat associate myself with the three people that I've listed, whether it's Natasha, Stina, or CW. And I just hope that, like I said, my main goal is making a true heart connection with somebody. So, you know, if my friendship builds with CW, if my friendship builds up with Natasha, if my friendship builds up with Stina, cool. That would be wonderful. But the fact that I consider, I, I, I don't want to say the word colleagues, I don't know, but I consider them just great, wonderful people. They're going to start attacking me at some point whenever my channel gets bigger. And they will start saying that I'm a part of the Dark Alliance. And as a matter of fact, when I first heard of the term the Dark Alliance, I made a graphic. And I sent it to CW. I sent it to Groovy Bean, but then she blocked me on Twitter because I think she thought that I was trying to be negative, and I wasn't. I was just being silly. And I sent it to Stina just recently. So if I'm a part of the Dark Alliance, all because I'm willing to ask questions, then I'm popping the graphic right now. I guess I'm part of the Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance, unite! But the fact is, if we cannot be open and transparent and be able to ask each other questions, the hard questions, then how are we ever going to truly learn? If these names are afraid of being asked the hard questions, and the first thing they want to do is the attack, whether it's legally or whatever, then how reliable is the information that they are giving? That's the question. Because I'm pretty sure you can go to, and you can go to CW, write to him in an email or a Twitter or whatever, or go on his channel, write to him, even when he does a live and what have you, and he can see your question in all caps. If you're willing to ask, I'm sure he's willing to answer your question in whatever way he deems fit to answer your question. But he will answer the question. I'm sure if you write to Stina, ask her a question on anything she talks about. And I'm not talking about being an asshole. Oh, YouTube is going to oh, wait a minute. I'm not making money off of this YouTube channel. Oh, well. If, not be an asshole. Just, if you're going to write to Stina and I say, hey, you were talking about this, that, and the other. I don't necessarily agree. Same thing. She will more than happy will reply and say, hey, cool. And I'll say the same thing about Natasha. You email her, from her website and what have you. And if there's, you see something on her channel and you write a comment, again, not being an asshole, but just say, look, I'm sure she'll answer it the best of her ability. But when you see these names, again, you're just asking a question, and the first thing you want to do, they want to attack you, call you a shill, and this, that, and the other. Then how reliable are they? Now, again, back on my journey, my journey into finding out the truth has always been to, as I said earlier, make a heart-to-heart connection with a person. Whether I agree with them or not doesn't matter. It's just making a true heart-to-heart connection. Whether, again, it'll be Earth Soul or ET or what have you. That's all that mattered to me. And so many people are focusing on what density they're coming from, what star system they're coming from, and all that. And okay, from my search, I found out a few things about mine and what have you, and that's cool and all. But that's cool and all. That's wonderful. I got that information, and I guess certain things confirm certain things, but I'm trying to remember, and I'm gonna paraphrase this. CW, forgive me if I get this wrong, but it was CW that basically said, "You here on Earth now, you human being, there's just something precious about you. You are a beautiful, wonderful human soul, just the way you are right now." And like I said, was I happy when I found out all this information about me? What have you? Yeah, sure. Sure. I was like, okay, cool. That was my main reaction to it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'm from the Andromeda. Oh, I'm fifth density. Oh, da da da. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I know it. It wasn't that type of reaction. It was more like, oh, okay, cool, great. Now, what do you like to eat for lunch? That was more my reaction. Why? Because it is about making a heart-to-heart connection. About loving the person for who they are now. Loving myself for who I am now. Yes, finding out certain things helped me kind of understand certain things about myself, why I am the way I am to some degree, but it's always been about the connection with another person. Loving you for who you are now, loving myself for who I am now. And in my actions, if I can show you that love, that brotherly love, whether it is just here, like if you needed to vent, and I was the ear for you to vent to, I would be that ear. If you needed a hug, and I could give you a hug, I'll give you a hug. Not once for me, at least for me, the way I am. Not once for me it was like, oh wait, I'm Andromedan. What? I'm 5D. I must be a blue avian. Now don't get me wrong. Concerning my interaction with the spirit realm and things like that, actually I've seen things and what have you. But it was never about um, how can I put this? It was never about, oh yeah, I must be a hybrid. And it's funny because, and I think in the first, I don't know if it was this channel, or if it was in the group that I'm in. I put my head sideways like this, and if you look at it, my head is kind of elongated. And I make the joke. I always make a joke that I must be a hybrid because I have an elongated skull and what have you. I always just joke around about it. But again, it's not about that. It's about loving myself for who I am now, loving you for who you are now, making a true heart-to-heart connection. And then finding out the truth together of our cosmic family, our spiritual family. We can, and just supporting each other in all aspects of our lives, of our journey. That's what matters to me the most. And it still does. It always will. So, if I have a healthy skepticism towards something and I ask a question, and because of that, I'm now considered a troll, a shill, or part of the Dark Alliance. Whatever. 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 That's all I can say is whatever. If anything, what I'll do is I'll take the graphic that I made that I posted earlier. I'll post it again. Graphic. I'll put this graphic, that graphic. I'll put it, and I told Stina, I told CW, everybody that I sent it to, use it however you want to use it. Okay, they have my full permission to use it however they want to use it. That, let's put it on a shirt. Right, let's all of us, right? All of us, right? Stina, Natasha, CW, if you're watching, all of right? Let's all get it on a shirt, right? Let's get it on a shirt and we wear it, whenever we do a video or something. And it was like, and we could be like, welcome to the Dark Alliance. Look, I don't have a problem with poking fun at myself. I don't have a problem with joking around and being silly and what have you. Now, if somebody's going to accuse me of being part of the Dark Alliance all because I want to ask a question, then I'm going to go with it. I'm part of the Dark Alliance. Okay, welcome to the Dark Alliance. Wait a minute, copyright, that's Star Wars. I'm sure CW, if you watch this, let me know if that's part of fair use, because I'm kind of like using it as a parody. You're the lawyer, man. But anyway, we need to be transparent. I'm not a guru. I am not a guru that is going to pretend that I know everything about everything. I could talk about Christianity. I could talk about a bunch of other things and what have you, right? I'm not going to be a guru. No. If you ask me a question, and I don't know, I'm just going to simply say, I don't know, but I will bust my tail to find the answer. That simple. It might take me a while, it might not, but I will bust my tail to at least find an answer, or at least give you a clue of where you can go. All right, everybody, I'm done talking. I'm sure you're tired of me talking in the first 5 minutes. And if you made it this far within 20 seconds to 45 minutes or whatever, hey, cool. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of anything else that I put up. If you want to see my comedy skits and stuff like that, that channel will be in the link in the description box below, as well as links to Natasha's website, natashahynes.com, and her YouTube channel, Stina Bo Bina, CW. Miles B, again, he takes a lot of really awesome pictures and videos and things like that. We just finished working on something together that's on his channel. I'm going to post it on my channel. And Linwood with Digging Lost Freedoms. Just check everybody out. If you're not subscribed to anybody, just subscribe to all of them. And just to see, what's up. All right, until next time, I'm Josue. I love you. Peace out.